Boom.
Yeah, not like that, but yeah.
Right. Hey gang, I'm JP and welcome back to Talking the Orville New Horizons. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about the Orville, but a lot to talk about with Talking the Orville. I got so much stuff going on right now. I've been working, well, you know, I go to sleep at night, but a lot later than I usually go to sleep. The last 3 days I've been non-stop working on all my plans for the next 6 months to bring us to the season 3 premiere. Not even season 3 anymore. It's just called New Horizons of the Orville. I got so many plans, you guys. I'm going to talk about some of them. I almost quit. Not quit. I almost canceled this live stream because I'm right in the middle of some technical difficulties in my edit for my new introduction to Talking the Orville New Horizons. That's right, this is now called Talking the Orville New Horizons. My whole plan is just to build this community up, get 100,000 new subscribers by the time the Orville premieres, and there is a lot to do. And I'm figuring it out as I'm going. My difficulty that I have right now is I have Talking the Orville New Horizons video all written. I filmed it actually with my new, because we're going big time. We're going big time. Talking the Orville is going big time. I'm moving to 4K videos with lots of editing, lots of effects, the Orville, obviously the Orville has upped their game for season 3. So it only makes sense that I up my game as well. They have inspired me. It's like Captain Mercer says, we all do better when we all do better. The Orville's doing better, so I must retrofit this entire channel to match that level, and that is what I am doing. So I'm going to go over some of the things that I'm thinking about. Mr. Tickle Trunk, thank you very much.
That's what I'm talking about, right there on that boom!
Thank you very much for helping to keep the lights on. It's very much required, very much needed right now with my new plans. But I have gotten a wrench in the gears, unfortunately, I just found out, and I'm trying to figure out how to rectify it. Talking to Orville, New Horizons is going to be, well, not higher budget, just more workload, because to make it look like a higher budget, because I don't have budget, you guys. I'm just a lowly content creator. There's no budget. And new episodes are going to be green screen, me in full uniform type of deal with stuff going on behind me, things like that. So I filmed the whole green screen thing, and now I'm trying to work with the green screen. It totally sucks. So I have to really up my education and put a lot of work into getting the green screen stuff to start looking perfect. And by perfect, I mean good enough, not crappy, which is how it looks now. So I'm gonna have to reset everything up. You see a little bit of the green screen here, right there. I have to reset it up, or I have to redo the lighting. I have to refilm it. Oh, and I need to have this video out by at least tomorrow morning, because the second half of tomorrow, I need to start getting ready for the Road to the Orville Part 2. In just a few days, I'm flying out to Los Angeles to meet up with Jay Lee for his concert. He has a concert coming up this weekend, and I'm going to be there for both nights to cover it, to talk to who's ever there, to meet up with who's ever around, and get lots of footage, Orville side mission footage for you guys to partake in. And that's just a small piece of what's going through my head right now, you guys. Greetings, Orvillians. Raj Luther, what's going on? Danny Hughes, hey JP, as soon as I can afford it, aka get a job, I'll be supporting you, trying to keep your lights on. Thank you very much, Danny Hughes. I got big plans. And not all those plans, they're talking to Orville related, but they're not necessarily. I got lots of video plans and content plans, but I'm building something. As soon as I get back from Los Angeles, I've already started doing the research and making sure it's working. I started learning coding a little bit. I'm going to be building something online for not only the Orville, but for talking the Orville, and I'm really excited about it. But that's later. I got to get this channel set up. I need to reset up. Well, I got to get green screen working correctly so it looks nice. I'm already started working in 4K, not during live streams, of course. I can't even use my fancy camera anymore for the live streams because I only have the one fancy camera, and now I have that fancy camera locked into a place. It's unmovable for the new format that we're going to be putting forth for New Horizons, you guys. So welcome to Talking the Orville New Horizons. And it's all on I'm all on a clock right now because of the trip that's coming up. Mark Lawrence, thank you very much for keeping us alive here.
Boom. Yeah, not like that, but yeah.
Right.
Let's get let me get away from the booms. I got a lot of booms going on here.
Oh my God. Oh God. My God. This is so good. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. That is so good.
Are there still seats available for Jay Lee's concert? Oh, and glad to see you excited for the trip. Should be fun. It's going to be great fun. I believe Sunday night has just a handful of tickets left. They're not super expensive. 25, 30 bucks, something like that. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be filming outside in front of the concert. We'll see if Jay Lee gives me permission to at least take photos of the concert. Maybe a little phone footage, but it'd be nice to get a little camera footage, 4K style. I'm sure he'll be cool with some stuff, but I'll check with him when I see him on Saturday. I'm going to see him. Man, you guys, what's going on? So the video that I'm working on right now, that I'm having problems with the green screen, and I'm going to have to reshoot it, and then hopefully get it. I have to learn a whole new editor as well. I don't have time for this right now, but it's very important for me to introduce the all new Talking the Orville New Horizons, and the topic that I'm first going on is that I'm first putting out is New Horizons, everything we know so far from the trailer. And there's lots of we obviously see that the Orville's bridge has had a retrofit. I have, and a lot of people are worried about that. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks great, especially when you get the crew on there. People are saying, "Oh, it looks kind of cold and dead." I'm like, "Well, have you looked at a picture of the other bridge, the old bridge with nobody on it? It looks cold and dead and beige." But a lot of people said, "Oh, the bridge is too big now," and other people, same day, said the bridge is smaller now. What's going on? The fact is, and this is confirmed, the bridge is exactly the same size, exactly the same dimensions. Every seat, every chair, every wall is in the exact same place as it was in the previous 2 seasons. It's just, they put a fancy camera in there to look different to people's eyes. There's also nobody around. What you gonna do, right? We want those seats filled with the 25th century crew that we all know and love, and we're gonna get that. And so that's one of the things that I'm talking about in my upcoming video. Also, I have my theory. You guys, since you're here live, you get the first take on this theory, is that the ship is not just a Union ship. Thanks to Isaac and the need to get an advantage over our enemy, which is the most advanced race in the galaxy. Luckily, we have Isaac with us. That the Orville has now been, the Union has worked with Isaac to give the Orville every shot that it possibly could have of succeeding in its new mission, which I believe is a 1-year deep space mission that's going to be very dangerous but very important, possibly a recruiting mission, to say, hey, we need all the allies we can get because the Kaylon are coming for you. So we're here to basically, it's a Paul Revere mission. The Kaylon are coming. The Kaylon are coming. But I'm thinking the Orville is now, because I know the ship, and this is confirmed, the entire ship has been retrofitted, according to John Cassar. So I'm thinking it's Kaylon Union ship. It's a Union ship with Kaylon technology, thanks to Isaac. And let's not forget, I've had my many theories over the last many months that there's going to be a lot of time travel going on in the new season. Who's learned how to make a time machine and build a time machine? Isaac has. He's probably the Kaylon don't have a time machine. Isaac knows how to manipulate time. Therefore, maybe the Orville, you see all that crazy stuff going on in the back panels of the retrofitted bridge. You can see kind of Kaylon spheres in the background on the panels. It looks like spheres, but they're blue, and they seem to be connected to all the different parts, all the different systems of the ship. What if the ship is also now a time machine? Has the ability to not only traverse space, but space and time, thanks to Isaac. And maybe they didn't even realize that's what was going to be happening, but then Isaac flipped a switch somewhere, and they traveled through time accidentally. We'll have to wait and see. Is it a search for the original Kaylon? Do they have to go back in time to find the original Kaylon biologicals, or do they have to go on a deep space mission? Because there are some Kaylon biologicals out there in deep space somewhere that were able to escape the eradication of their race by the AI, by the mechanicals, by the whatever the heck they're calling themselves. the metal Kaylons, the robots, you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. It all makes sense to me, and those are just small tidbits of what's going on in my brain right now. Also, a lot of people are lamenting the loss of the carpets on the Orville. I have also confirmed with production that the bridge no longer has carpets, but the rest of the ship does. Apparently, besides just looking slicker, many people have spilled many a cup of coffee on those carpets on the bridge, and they actually have had to use VFX to digitally remove the coffee stains in the carpet. But also, it's carpet. When we're talking the alien races on the view screen, they might look down upon us for having carpets on our bridge and not being as hardcore as they expected. They might underestimate us because of that, or not respect us as much. That's my theory on the respect side of things. But the coffee thing is actually real. I got confirmation on that. Yeah, the entire ship, Raj, has had a retrofit. I don't know what it's going to look like. It might look very much akin to the new Enterprise that was in, oh gosh, what is it? Star Trek Insurrection. You know how the Insurrection, they kind of switched to digital ship. Not that the Orville's doing that, but you know, the look, how it's just a little bit more fine-tuned, a little bit more cool looking, a little bit more going on the whole. Maybe it's like that. Maybe there's some new weapons, but I do know the entire ship has a slightly different look to it in the very least. I think there's going to be some group that protects time. Oh, some time protectors. I don't know. Maybe we end up becoming the time protectors. Maybe we're the first person to invent time travel. But, I mean, it's always the first person. And then you go to the future and there's people that are using your time travel technology that you invented hundreds of years ago to actually protect time. So I guess that part doesn't matter. Time, you guys. Don't get me started on quantum theory when it comes to time travel. Yeah, how many times has John spelt soda on that carpet? Yeah, Picard always kept his carpets clean, except for when they got rid of them on the big screen. Yeah, can't wait till March. I can wait because I got so much work to do. I got so many plans, and I'm still figuring it out, but I got some big news for that I'll make that once I get everything laid out and ready to present. I got some Talking the Orville / Egotastic FunTime news coming up, but I gotta get a little bit more worked out on that and prepared for that, but I can't do that right now because I'm trying to get this one video done, all big and fancy and 4K and special effects done. Hopefully it gets worked out because I need to get that out there this week before I leave for Los Angeles. Then when I come back, I'm right back into it. You know how important my family is to me? Well, I've ignored my family for the last 3 days, and they've let me know that, man, we haven't seen you at all in the last 3 days, but they said we're very proud of you and the fire that's been lit under your tuchus. They didn't say tuchus. I don't even think they know that word, but you know, I got the gist of it. All right, Corey Burns, you'll be there for the watch party. I don't know on this live stream if the link is down there, but on many of my newer videos, I have put the link for the Talking the Orville New Horizons live pre-show Splosion premiering March 9th, 2022, the day before the Orville drops on Hulu. And you can click on it. You can set the reminder. I have it set up. I'm going to have a whole website dedicated to that stream. I'm very excited about that. I've been looking at the logistics of it and the visuals of the site. I'm very excited to start working on that, but I got to get this stuff done. I've been rendering promo videos and end screens and the new intro for Talking the Orville New Horizons for the last 3 days and designing them. Looks pretty dang professional. I'm pretty proud of myself for figuring all this stuff out, you guys. Yeah, someone's going to be sleeping in the doghouse. Well, Jessica's going with me to Los Angeles, so she's looking forward to that as well. And we both got our new Egotastic FunTime shirts. Can't really see it that well in the webcam. Stupid webcam. I need 2 cameras, you guys. I got one fancy camera. I need 2. One for streaming and doing outdoor stuff, and one for the fancy stuff. So hopefully if we get 100,000 subscribers, I'll be able to afford one of these days. I've been working so hard last 3 days, like I said, but I cannot tell you how much fun I've been having just sitting here coming up with all these ideas and putting them into place. I've rendered probably 24K alternate videos for different things, all having to just do with Talking the Orville's visuals and promos and thumbnails and stuff like that. It's a whole new retrofit. I'm super excited about it, you guys. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, I got one of these for me and my girlfriend. We're going to be wearing them around every once in a while. Hey, Paige Arnold, how have you been? Yeah, it has been a long time. What else? I had another... Oh, I also did the research, and it looks like... I don't know if we talked about this in the last stream last week, but Hulu originals are all... They all support 4K resolution. So the next season of the Orville, New Horizons, will be in 4K. So those of you with 4K televisions will be enjoying the absolute best quality Orville footage you have ever seen before. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Being that it's in 4K, being that Hulu actually puts out digital, tactile content. They put out discs, they put out Blu-rays. I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting, at least New Horizons will be getting a 4K Blu-ray release at some point. That's just an assumption, but it totally makes sense because Hulu does that with their other originals. They get 4K Blu-ray releases as well. So something that's this fancy looking, this much of this, high volume of effects, I'm sure we're getting a Blu-ray release. Blu-ray 4Ks. I feel pretty confident that I'm right on that one. Yeah, grind, boy, grind. I've been grinding. Jessica said, man, you've been working all day, all night. I've never seen you work like this. And I go, yeah, and I'm enjoying every second of it. I'm re-inspired. I'm actually happy I have 6 months before the new season, because it's going to go by like that. Oh, now I have to get a 4K TV. No shirts for me then. Bummer. Well, you could still watch the Orville in 1080p in regular high HD stuff. It gets you the HDs, no problem. But other people with the 4K TV, they'll get it in 4K. Not very expensive anymore either, thank goodness. They need to drop some Egotastic FunTime content onto the Blu-ray special features. Yeah, they should interview me. Because I'm going... on this channel, full Talking the Orville. I got probably at least 8 months worth of Talking the Orville, guaranteed. And then after a month or two, after the Orville's New Horizons airs, well, I'm sure we'll keep doing our live streams and stuff like that right here. But we'll see what happens with Orville content, because we have to see if there's more. Well, there'll be more Orville content. I don't know if we're getting another season, but I know we are getting some movies. So, of course, I'll be covering those as well. But I will have to probably find some other thing to focus on that we all love. But right now, it's Orville time. It's Orville time for a long time. So, in the next 8 months, my goal is to build this channel in ways it's never been built before. Oh, yeah, and we got comics. We got the comic coming out at the end of next month. Artifacts 1 and 2. And the Orville never puts out one comic. They always put out a couple. So every time they put out a batch of new comics. So I'm sure there's probably going to be another comic after Artifacts. Hope it's as fancy as Star Trek Discovery. I think it will be that fancy when it comes to effects. But it won't be dark. It won't be dark lighting. It'll be... They said it's the same level of lighting that they had in the previous 2 seasons. So everything's still going to be nice and bright and utopian. JP, how many times have you rewatched the Orville seasons 1 and 2? I am teasing myself for a rewatch till February next year. I say do a rewatch now and another one in February. I watch Orville... I've probably hundreds of times at this point, because it's not that I have done a few, full binge watch rewatches, but I watch bits and pieces of the Orville every single day. Something I need to research, something I need to grab, something I need to, really see what was going on every single day. The Orville is my life. It's for the last 3 or 4 years, every single day has had some sort of Orville stuff going on in my day, and now it's great because now it's all new stuff that's coming out right now. But yeah, I've seen, you name a scene, I could tell you. You name a moment, I could pretty much 95% tell you exactly what episode, exactly what moment, exactly when it was going on in the Orville. That's why I'm able to grab all these shots that I need from the Orville at any time, because I'm like, oh, I want this shot. Oh, I know where that is. Boom, I go find it, record it, get it all set up. Somebody needs an Orville montage. You just tell me what scenes and I can probably have them in 15 minutes. Nice. Yeah, we got to watch the Orville now that Hulu has finally put out their teaser and they made that announcement. They they don't have the Orville page on Hulu all retrofitted yet and made fancy. They don't even have the trailer on there yet because it's still a little early for that. But I guarantee you they're going to redo that whole page. So now is the time. Now that Hulu is a little bit, go time with Orville, it's time to rewatch it. Go on Hulu if you can, if you have access to that, and watch it. Comment on it. I think they allow you to do thumbs up on their app, and to put it on your list. The more people that do that, the more the Hulu algorithm is going to go, oh man, people are liking this Orville thing, and it gets them more pumped up and excited for more seasons. Now slowly but surely making their way through season 1. Do it. Rewatch it right now. It doesn't take very long to watch 2 seasons of the Orville. And then you can get all, warm and fuzzy with the Planetary Union vibes. And then you can do it all over again in February, right before the new season starts. Matt Presley, thank you so much for helping to keep this show alive right now, because I got so many plans, so many things going on with Talking the Orville New Horizons.
The tingles. I feel as if I have been standing my entire life and I just sat down.
Can't wait for all the new sound drops coming in the new season. Do you think the more absurdist humor will be turned down even lower this season now that it's on Hulu? I don't know if Hulu has anything to do with it. I think there's going to be a lot of comedy there, but we'll probably have even more serious moments, which will make the humorous moments even more funny and absurd. Also, I think there's just going to be some crazy, never-seen-before stuff going on. As they go out into deep space, they're going to see stuff no one's ever seen before. So I'm very interested to see what type of stuff they have created for us to blow our minds. Because I'm sure blowing our minds is part of the plan with them. But no, I think there'll be same amount of humor, same amount of drama. The Orville is actually called a drama now, not necessarily by the Orville, but by other critics and stuff like that. They call it a drama. It just happens to have comedy in it, which was always Seth MacFarlane's plan. He did not want a comedy. He wanted a drama. So once he got that thing greenlit by Fox by saying, yeah, it's going to be a lot of comedy, he started phasing the comedy out since the first couple episodes. But yeah, he wanted it to be a straight up Star Trek drama. I'm glad we went with putting comedy in there, though. And one thing I love about the Orville's comedy is they do a lot of pop culture references, which is straight out of the Mel Brooks playlist when it comes to period piece films. Mel Brooks, every time he did something that took place in the future or way in the past, he always put a lot of pop culture references of the day for the humor to endear himself to the audience and to make us laugh. And the Orville's definitely going to make us laugh. It's going to make us cry. It's going to make us shake in our boots. John Burns, thank you very much.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Yeah, you look like the guy who's on the list because you know the DJ.
Hey, I can't wait to say that to Jay Lee this coming weekend. Hey, you know the scene I like, the one with the line, we're pirates and smugglers and thieves, a very impressive portfolio. Oh, wait, that's not the Orville. I was going to say, yeah, it's not the Orville. It's Dark Matter on Netflix. You guys keep trying to get me to watch Dark Matter. I'm too busy watching the Orville. I did watch Free Guy last night. That was absolutely so good. It's probably my favorite video game movie ever made. Free Guy. Definitely got to check it out, especially if you ever played a multiplayer game online. That's how you do a romantic comedy. Free Guy. What's up, Anton? A huge fan of Seth and the Orville. Also, I love Halston. I hope she comes back at least for a guest appearances. Well, the production and her are open for that, so hopefully they have figured out a way to get Halston in. Now, if they're going really far out on a 1-year mission and they're not taking Alara with them, I doubt we get to see Alara, but you never know. You never know what they're able to figure out. Mr. Tickle Trunk.
I can promise you that if anyone comes at you or tries to take you down, I'm gonna mess them up first.
Gonna mess them up. There's still jokes that land today after I've watched the show a dozen times. Seeing Gordon's half-formed leg. Yeah, same here. I still laugh out loud. Yeah, I know everything is gonna happen on the show, and so much stuff still makes me laugh. And there's still little little inflections or little, just little things I didn't notice before that I still find new things in the show, no matter, even though I've seen every little frame of that show hundreds and hundreds of times. Gordon's leg. Well, that deserves a... Where's Gordon's leg? Yeah, Anton says, I love the sarcastic little quips like, we're just on our way to get our chin horns waxed. You're talking about the krill. That was from the krill episode, I believe, right? You're watching Free Guy this night. I loved it. I won't ruin any part of it. I won't even get you hyped up for it because I was 100% into it probably within 40 seconds of it. No, you rock, Dr. Scott Giles, says Mr. Tickletrunk. Yeah, Disney owns Hulu, so Seth may have to sidestep. Yeah, basically Disney owns Fox and Hulu. They're all the same thing. So Disney Plus currently has, in many, many countries, it just a week or two ago hit the UK, has the Orville Season 1 and Season 2 on it internationally. So that pretty much assures that Season 3 will be on Disney Plus in international markets. In the United States, it's on Hulu. I also got confirmation yesterday from a fan in Canada that the Orville on Disney Plus in Canada is in 4K. So what? Maybe we'll be getting those Season 1 and Season 2 4K Blu-rays as well. Where is Free Guy available? In the movie theaters or by a friend sending it to you? I did one of those two things. Dark Matter could get you to next March. Quick!
Really? This is my job? How did I win at life? But I did. I've won. Yeah.
Probably won't get me to March because I'm going to be busy not watching anything. Because I'm going to be so busy with the Orville for the next 6 months. I'll have to watch it after the Orville's done, New Horizons is done airing. I mean, I'm seriously planning on putting 100% of everything I got into this new season. This is my last hurrah, maybe, for talking the Orville. This is the last one. We don't know. I mean, we might have some mini talking the Orvilles. I mean, we're always going to have conversations about the Orville and whatever else we want to. But as far as like really digging deep and really promoting a new season and reviewing a new season, this might be the last hurrah until we get the movies, but those will just be short little stints there. Oh yeah, Free Guy in theaters seems amazing. Of course, maybe I saw it in the theaters. Yeah, I was excited for Ready Player One. I really liked Ready Player One in the movie. It wasn't the book, but the movies can never be the book because the books have so much content and so many intricacies. You can never put them in a movie. So they really developed Ready Player One to be a movie and do movie stuff. So it is a different story, even though it's very similar. But man, you can't beat that story that was from the book. Hey, Mark Termel, how you doing? John Burns, what?
Hey, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow.
I just want you to watch Dark Matter and then get back to me on how rewatchable it is to you. I know, I'll try to watch it someday, somehow. I can't even spend time with my family right now. I am so busy retrofitting this entire Egotastic experiment right now and expanding and moving and bringing the quality up to match, in YouTube terms, match what I saw in the Orville trailer. Someday when life settles down a little bit. The movie felt like so much product placement. Yeah, just like a if you're talking about Free Guy, just like a video game. They definitely had some video game stuff put in there. A little too much with the Twitch streamers. I liked having a little bit of the Twitch streamers, but there was a little too much in there. So I could see that. One thing I love about movies, you just watch it once, you enjoy whatever, however it made you feel, and then you leave it and go watch something else, right? Except for me. I got to go and watch this computer screen and watch my video editor. Yeah, it's true. The book made my expectations way too high. Yeah, because that book was just, that's probably one of my favorite books in the world. It was so good. That was a dang story right there. Paige Arnold, in these upcoming months, JP, don't burn yourself out. I recently did that between almost working 20 hours a day and trying to write Orville fanfics for Wattpad and AOC. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try not to burn myself out, but I'm so excited. I'm so fired up right now. I think I could probably work 25 hours a day, 8 days a week right now, and totally be riding high the entire time. What I'm doing now that I'm going to be switching to 4K, when you do 4K, you have to slow down because the rendering and even just downloading the footage from your camera takes 4, 5, 6 times longer than a normal video. So it's really forced me. One of the things that has really held me back is how impatient I am. So now I'm forcing myself with Talking the Orville New Horizons to put out at least one extremely high quality video a week, as opposed to just putting on the camera, talking and about the Orville and putting that up. So I want to do a high quality show, so everyone out there in the world that's ever heard of the Orville, when they see Talking the Orville, they are gonna be like, "Damn, this is a high quality show. What studio puts this on?" No one. Egotastic FunTime puts this on. Just me, the lone wolf, JP, doing it all on my lonesome. So that really allows me to, slowing down is a good thing as far as like, I mean, I'm working harder, but at a not feeling like I'm like, oh my God, why won't this thing finish rendering? I need to put it out right now. No, I'll put it out on a specific day of the week. I'm going to really try to do Thursdays. And of course, I'll put out other videos, simpler videos for either small little tidbits or non-Orville stuff. But when it comes to Talking the Orville New Horizons, one quality freaking video every week. Hopefully Thursdays, because that's Orville Day. And of course, we'll be doing our live streams every week. Right now, of course, we do our Talking the Orville live stream, and I'm also have introduced members only live streams, and I'll keep doing those once a week as long as people show up. So I did one a week or two ago, and people showed up, so it was pretty awesome. So I'm like, all right, we'll keep doing this until people stop showing up. The brown guy.
Mocklins, many of them, ready to be adventurous.
You know how them Mocklins do. They freaky deaky. Here's to another season of full-time Talking the Orville Splosions. Absolutely, and I still have, once I work out the logistics, I have a whole other announcement to make probably in a month or so. A bridge for JP to roam upon would be an awesome explosion. Great idea, Corey. Kind of expensive to have a set like that, though. Yeah, I'm working out this green screen stuff. I mean, it'd be great to have like a real fancy set and the room to put it in. But I have to do the green screen. For now. But I haven't been able to get it to work correctly, so I have to reset everything up and reshoot, put it into the computer, and see if it works. Actually, I probably should just shoot like 1 minute of something, put it in and see if it works, and then know if I should film the whole thing. Because it's a good 4-page script that I have right now. Wolf packs are stronger, JP. Yeah, well, wolf packs. I've found wolf packs with me have a hard time keeping up. I usually get more done on my own. So I would love to have some more wolves come in here and set this all up for me so I don't have to do it. But hey, what you gonna do? Best way to watch Orville is with Samsung VR 180. Makes you feel like you are in the ship. Yeah, it's almost like you're at a giant movie theater, right? I have watched stuff that way. Not with Samsung, but with PSVR. So many explosions. I'm really excited to see how the relationship develops between the Krill and the Planetary Union. I know that's a big part of New Horizons, is learning a lot more about the Krill, keeping this... We might even have an armada. Because if we're going out in the deep space on a really long trip, a really long mission, we might not run into any Krill unless some Krill come along with us. That would be interesting. Maybe we'll have like a Battlestar Galactica type of armada thing going on. Nah, I don't like that. I want the Orville off doing its own thing. Maybe there'll be some other ships kind of like on a similar mission in the same area, but they're all off doing their own thing. That'd be fine. Oh, I'm sure we're going to get a few new aliens. All right, DeBrown guy, got to get back to work. Yeah, and this is going to be a short stream, just a 1 hour stream. So I'll be here for about another 20 minutes, and then I got to get back to figuring out this green screen situation. But trust me, I hate to leave only after an hour, but it'll be worth it. Plus, I got to get this video working and out by tomorrow so that I can let it go and start getting ready for the trip to Jay Lee's concert. Road to the Orville, Part 2, New Horizons. Armada. I do like that word as well. Speaking of Armada, Ernest Cline, who wrote Ready Player One, besides Ready Player 2, which is available now, he wrote a book called, I believe it was called Armada. And man, I think I love that more than Ready Player One. Ready Player One's more epic. But Armada is a nice little Flight of the Navigator, still kind of epic, a book. It's very similar to Ready Player One in the fact that it has lots of references to pop culture from the 80s and 90s. Yeah, maybe we'll have rogue ships that defected from the Planetary Union. Someone made a joke yesterday online that made me smirk. I didn't respond, but it did make me smirk, and because I got it. And someone said, maybe the Orville is looking for red bursts out in deep space to try to figure out what they are. And I thought, no, I didn't respond though, because I just don't get into those conversations with anyone, even if it's good-hearted conversation. There's always it's the internet. Vultures will come in and ruin your good conversation. John Burns, just watching your Does Star Trek Exist in the Orville Universe video. That one, while not super fancy of a video, that's old JP. That's a good topic of a video. That was a good one. I dig that video. That's one of my highlights in my brain. Yeah, not funny. I'm like, I get the joke, the red burst joke, but don't mess with the Orville. We don't make those kind of jokes about the Orville. But no, I got it. I thought it was funny. JP, have there been any injuries this season during the filming of the Orville? Now that, Beaumont, I don't know. I haven't heard of any. They do have stunt actors for all the stunts on the show. They don't usually have to do a lot of stunts on the show. A couple of fights here and there. But they're not like jumping across buildings like Tom Cruise. So I don't know. Someone might have stubbed their toe near the P corner. You got the unabridged audio for Ready Player One, read by Wesley Crusher, Will Wheaton. I think that's what I had as well. Wesley Crusher reads all the Ernest Cline books. He read Armada, he read Ready Player One, Ready Player Two, and that's all the books. That's all he's written so far. Another question is, since Star Wars exists, do the prequels exist in the Orville? Yes, they do. Unless the Orville is able to go back in time and stop it from happening, to put right what once went wrong in a galaxy far, far away. I think all the TV shows that we know exist in the Orville universe. The Orville universe is a universe that I feel literally did stem from our universe. Star Trek, I don't feel like is our universe. I think it's an alternate. I've always felt like it was not. They're not from. Their Earth history is not the same as our present. They're just too good of people. They're not regular people still. Whereas in the Orville, everyone's regular people. I feel the Orville is our future, whereas Star Trek is just some future from an Earth-like history called Earth. Oh, you thought you saw one of the cast on crutches. Maybe I'm mistaken as to that. I don't remember seeing that, but I mean, I could have missed something, but I don't miss much when it comes to the Orville. I follow every single person pretty much involved with the Orville. And I've curated my social media, so mostly only those people's and people that post about the Orville. Mostly their stuff just comes into my news feeds on my different social medias. Otherwise, I'll get thrown way off and just go down a rabbit hole of just weird internet stuff and forget what I'm working on. I had to learn all that the hard way. I hope season 3 finale doesn't end in some kind of Deus Ex Machina. I don't know. I do know that season 3 has a nice ending to it that doesn't. It's not a cliffhanger ending. It's a satisfying ending from what I've been told by production. That might be fun if they get the actor who plays Jar Jar, Ahmed Best, Jay Lee's friend. I might meet him this weekend actually. He could be stopped from preventing him from playing Jar Jar by remembering how horrible the experience was. They'd just get somebody else though. They'd probably get the guy that played Roger Rabbit to play Jar Jar. I really want Orville 3 to have many away team. I agree. Many away team single story episodes. Just me? No, me too. I'm hoping John and Gordon get a legit mission together. I don't know. I know there's a little bit of that because Jay Lee literally told me word for word there is a little bit of that. But I don't know if he was just being coy or if there is just a little bit of that. Yeah, Ahmed Best loves that he got to play Jar Jar. He's a really good friend of Jay Lee, so I'm hoping that he's there at one of the shows so I can meet Ahmed Best. Be Jar Jar Binks and JP Binks together at last. I really hope that Norm recorded more lines than was needed so they can keep him going a while on the show. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that he was actually filming his lines live with the cast while they were acting the lines out. That's how Seth MacFarlane records lines for the Ted movies. He's actually there acting out the scene off camera so that they can have a more realistic dialogue with each other and feed off of each other. So I don't know if they got a lot of extra stuff because also they're not putting much on the cutting room floor when it comes to this new season because they don't have to. One thing that Seth MacFarlane really hated about being on primetime television is how much they made him cut out of episodes to make time for commercials, and now he doesn't have to do that, so they can keep everything in. I am assuming that Yaphet is in the entire season because these scripts were written a couple of years ago at this point. So if they get rid of Yaphet, which I wouldn't want someone else to play Yaphet. You could have a new Jelly come aboard and someone else play a new Jelly or some, weird alien. But I'm assuming they probably won't give Yaphet a send-off in this season unless they just coincidentally already planned on doing that. But if they don't, they might do so in the comic books because I don't know if they're going to... I hope they don't have someone else play Yaphet in the future for the movies. John Burns, I'm not heading out, but I've got a massage scheduled for an hour from now. I'm telling everyone this just in case I get killed by an evil Trudeau drone. That Trudeau. Well, be careful with that dangerous massage there. All right, Paige Arnold, thanks for stopping by. Paige says, I got to go. Dinner needs to be made. Have a great day, JP. Have a great day, Paige. We'll see you next time. There's going to be a lot of next times, that's for sure. And the goal is to keep working hard. I'll need your guys' help to share stuff. Share all the Talking the Orville New Horizons stuff you can with people, so there's eyeballs on it, because we need to grow this audience fourfold by the time New Horizons premieres in March. Afternoon, JP. Did you see the announcement? J. Michael Straczynski will be putting out more Babylon 5. I did not see that. I'll have to talk to Patricia. I just chatted with... She just messaged me the other day. Patricia Tallman. Lita from Babylon 5. See if she gets to be part of any of that. I don't know if they're going to reboot it or if it's going to take place further down the timeline where some of the characters are still around, but it's a whole new set of stars. The Next Generation. Babylon 6. Yeah, I hope that it's not too late for production team to do a Norm Jelly tribute. Oh no, it's not too late. They still got plenty of time. They're working crazy hard. I mean, they're working crazy hard. Brooke Noska the other day, one of the main VFX people on the show, she goes, what did she say? She was like, somebody send help. Something like that. Or send coffee or something like that. I told her I was going to send her a 6-month energy as soon as they start making them. JP, did we get a list of directors for this seasons? Did Frakes come back? No. I have the exact list. It's a very easy list to remember. The directors for New Horizons are, in alphabetical order, John Cassar, Seth MacFarlane, and that is it. Those are the only 2 directors for season 2 because they decided to do something new, or season 3. What did I say? They decided to do something new this season, which is to have just the 2 of them work on it because they want a tight knit vision for New Horizons. They want they don't want to have to bring people in and waste time with that and get them up to speed of what's going on. They wanted one full vision. One cohesive vision for this season. So only John Cassar and Seth MacFarlane are doing all the directing for the season, probably mostly together. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll at least a little bit see the Caliban. Hey, Caliban, we need some help. Oh, you guys are all addicted to reality television? You guys are no help anymore. We need to go out and into the further reaches of space and warn everybody that the Kalon are coming. B5 is a reboot? Okay. The WB. WB5. Sounds like we'll have a real consistent show then, having 2 directors. I agree. Yeah, and they do a lot of their directing together. Seth directs, he's more there for the stories and the feel and the pacing of the show. John Cassar does all the action. He is action man. He's one of the main directors for 24. That's why they brought him in the first place. Seth MacFarlane wanted somebody that had that type of experience because when they did that Krill episode in season 1, they're like, oh, this is a little bit more infiltrating an alien ship and a little bit more hand-to-hand combat and stuff like that. That's when they brought in John Cassar, and then they's like, oh man, we really like this John Cassar guy. They asked him to become an executive producer and a full-time employee for the show. So he has been since episode 6. And he's a big deal. He directed Identity Part 1 and 2 as well as other episodes. He's there for the action, so we're going to be getting a lot of action this season. How would you feel about a companion show? I'm all for it, actually. The Talking Dead, etc. I think it would be cool. You would get a vote as front man. Yeah, I consider Talking the Orville to be a companion series for the Orville. So that's how I've always treated this. But yeah, I wish I had the help and the budget to put on a legit companion series, much in the vein as what's the one with Will Wheaton for all the new Star Trek stuff? Sweater Boy, whatever they call that. It's Star Trek Sweater Boy, the companion series for all the new Star Trek stuff. But yeah, I'm already planning as we get closer and closer to try to get as many interviews with the cast as possible. I think I have a hookup with Annie Winters, so I'm sure we'll have Annie Winters on the show here at some point as we get closer to season 3. She did tag me in a post the other day and followed me on Instagram. I was like, oh, cool, Annie Winters followed me. She's the new navigator on the Orville. Oh, maybe we recruit all the zoo people and then we take them home over the 1-year mission to set up contact with their planets. Boom, a little relay. Come on, zoo people. Where are you all from? We need to let all your people, even that little that big Sasquatch guy. I like that there are 2 directors for this season, both on the same page. Yeah, absolutely. So, and that was needed for this season. This season was really hard with the conditions of the world right now to put together. Because not only did they already, before COVID ever existed, they doubled production for season 3. They planned on it taking twice as long as the previous season. So they doubled production because of how ambitious and how big it's going to be and all the new things they're doing. Like, for instance, it's now shot in cinematic 2:1 aspect ratio and higher quality and new types of shots and new gear and robot arms that move cameras around and all that crazy stuff, which they had some of that before, but now they got more. And so yeah, and all the coordination that had to go to get this stuff done, but also follow health protocols, which under Disney, most Hollywood studios, but under Disney especially, was very strict. Very, very strict. So that made it take even longer to get stuff filmed because they had to make sure all their ducks were in a row when it came to safety. When will we finally meet the big bad species that opposes the Orville? The scabs. Well, the big bad species right now is the Kalon, and we're barely jumping into that. We're barely getting into that. But I'm sure there'll be some new big bads as we travel out. What would we call the Orville companion show? Of course, we already have one. Talking the Orville with JP. Exactly. I mean, Seth owes you. Well, I owe Seth for all of this. My entire life right now only happened because of the stuff that Seth MacFarlane did in his life, putting the show together. I wouldn't have this life if it wasn't for him. Putting together the Orville. So it's all serendipitous, I suppose. Hopefully I'll meet him this weekend. I don't know if he'll show up or not. Yeah, zoo people are party people. Ain't no party like a zoo party. Calivan zoo parties at that. Calivan zoo party don't stop until they bring out the little lasers that burn everything up. I was wondering if you noticed the New Horizons season title is the same as NASA's probe that's heading... Oh, New Horizons. It's heading on a one-way trip out of the solar system, the one that explored Pluto and Arrokoth. I know somebody mentioned something like that, but I haven't looked into it yet. But New Horizons, I mean, that's a phrase, Horizons especially, that's been used many, many times for many different things, and it usually means exploring new places and better days are ahead, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna. It would be smart of me, thank you, Permanent Tourist, to go and do a little research on that probe to see what its mission is, so I can see how it might align with the Orville's new mission that we're assuming what it is. Oh yeah, Dan Banks. The episode playtime, it's been confirmed by Penny Johnson-Gerald, and this is actually better than what I was told earlier, a couple months before. Each episode, there are 10 episodes of New Horizons. Each one is a minimum of 70 minutes. without commercials. It's 70 minutes minimum, but they're probably going to range between 70 minutes to 90 minutes per episode. These are mini movies of movie quality for this new season. It's going to be a big, huge, groundbreaking thing for this series. Yeah, the New Horizons thing does kind of confirm my theory that the ship is heading into deep space on a Hail Mary pass. Yeah, I think everyone in the Union is putting forth an effort and putting all their efforts into the Orville to go out, and everything's going to rest on the Orville succeeding in their mission. Historically, scabs were workers who were willing to join companies trying to break up unions. Wait, Cole Meany could play the leader of the scabs. Cole Meany can play whatever the hell Cole Meany wants. Vertical Horizon. I picked up on that reference, Archimage Frey. I stopped talking because I was like trying to get the song in my head. Wonder if the Orville will do a musical episode. Some space fighters makes them sing and dance. Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. Now I do know, at least this is official from a couple years ago. David A. Goodman, one of the main writers for the Orville, refuses to do a musical episode. He's like, we are not going to do a musical episode. Scott Grimes says, oh yeah, we're not going to do one. But if we did, Scott would love to do a musical episode. I think something like that, like a virus, or perhaps they come across a race of people that only speak, just like in Darmok, where those people only speak in metaphors. Maybe there's a race of people that only speak in song. So in order to communicate with them, you have to sing. That would be an easy way, in the name of diplomacy, to have a musical episode for sure. Oh, I must have missed that news. What's your thoughts on Shatner going on the next Jeff Bezos billion-dollar space joyrides? I say, do what you want, Shatner. Get Captain Kirk in space. I've long ago have stopped thinking of current day William Shatner as our Kirk. I just think of him as William Shatner now. Bill. And as a whole different entity than Captain Kirk. But I think it would be awesome if there's an old person out there that's willing to do some pretty exciting, dangerous stuff. It's William Shatner. And I'd love to see it, and you know, he'll be in space for 3 minutes. But I'm sure right before they lift off, they're going to say, "Hey, Bill, you want to do the honors?" And he'll say, "Yes, engage." And then off they go. You like any horizons you can Jaloja off of? Jaloja! What's up, Pop Culture Cafe? Hey, JP, just got here. Did I miss the chat about how they might say goodbye to Norm by also saying goodbye to Yaphet? I doubt they will continue to character without Norm. We didn't have that much of a conversation about it, but I don't know if they'll say goodbye to Yaphet in season 3, because season 3 was written and completely written a couple of years ago. If they get rid of Yaphet in the series, it's probably by coincidence. They just already planned that, and I agree. I don't think anyone else should play Yaphet. So if they have a send-off for Yaphet this season, I think it's probably coincidental, unless they figure out some way to fit it in. But if they weren't able to fit it in, I think they'll probably have an entire comic book story dedicated to a Yaphet adventure and what happens to Yaphet, and they can have Yaphet go and work on that space station with Chief Newton. Chief Newton and Yaphet worked together for a long, long time. Maybe Chief Newton's like, yeah, we'd love to have Yaphet come over, and Yaphet might be, yeah, you know what? There's no room for advancement here on the Orville. I'm going to go over, take a promotion, and go over to the space station, something like that. I don't know if it'll be dealt with this season, but they might do a comic book for it. But yeah, I think when the Orville comes back, whether with a new season or with the films that I know they are coming out with, we are getting Orville films. They should not replace Yaphet. Just come up with some new character, or maybe a new Jelly with a different Yaphet, and maybe some called Oshlo. I don't know, some alien name, and not replace Norm Macdonald, because Norm Macdonald is irreplaceable unless he's death on Family Guy, because then they replaced him with Adam Carolla. All right, Roberta. Actually, I got to get going here in just a little bit too, you guys. I got to figure out, for all the new updates that I'm putting into this retrofit for Talking the Orville New Horizons, I got to figure out this green screen situation. And then I got to stop working on this stuff because I got to start getting prepared for Jay Lee's concert this weekend and traveling over there and flying and all that stuff and getting all my equipment. Oh, I got to unhook this stuff because I got to take the camera with me. Damn it. I got to... damn it. It spent so long hooking that all up. Now I got to unhook it so I can take the camera with me to L.A. And then when I get back from L.A., right back into it because I got a bunch of big things planned sooner than later to help prepare us for New Horizons, you guys. So I want to thank you guys for all your support. I really need it because what I'm taking on right now with these plans for this channel, it seems daunting when I think about it, but it's not. I'm so excited to learn all this stuff and to figure it out and to create and do it all in the name of a utopian future. So thank you guys for all your support. Clicking on any of the links down there. I think there's the live. Get your reminders set for our first live pre-show, March 9th. Of course, we'll have many live shows until then, one every week. John Burns, what, you trying to get me to stay longer? How dare you guys? How dare you? Let me find the right buttons here.
All right, buddy. Time to wash your mouth out with Gordon.
Oh, man. I'd love to see Yaphet say to Ed Mercer, "See ya, you gelatinous effing racist." And Ed saying, "I'm not a gelatin." Oh, never mind. I can't wait. We're going to get... I hope we got some good Yaphet stuff coming up. Colonel Googie, what?
Show no mercy. We fight for the glory of Avis.
The glory of Avis. Thanks, JP. Thank you. Keeping the lights on here. I got some big plans, you guys. This is going to be like...
Sweet emotion.
No one's ever done a YouTube show like this before, let me tell you. And I hope the Orville signs me on as a legitimate part of the Orville hype train or something like that. We'll have to wait and see. It doesn't matter if they do or not. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. You guys have a great week, a great weekend. I will not be doing any live shows for the rest of the week. Not until next week when I get back from Los Angeles. And, sort through some footage. I might show most of the footage I get during the live shows because, as far as clicking on a video to watch, most people don't really care about the videos I can put together. But you guys are the reason I do this for, so maybe I'll just share all the live footage with you guys. We'll have to wait and see. I'll put out some little video, but it's mostly for you guys. I'll see you very soon, and as always, I hope all your times are Orville-tastic New Horizon times.